Crazy people are going to ruin this country. See, the people that, these religious fanatics, they're going to call people that are true Christians religious fanatics. But there are some people that are just devils and call themselves Christians. You understand me? And they want you to stop doing everything. They tell you that they don't look at no book and up under their mattress ain't nothing but books. They tell you that they don't drink and up under their bottles everywhere. You understand me? And you got to remember that you got to protect yourself by studying for yourself. You don't take what no preacher tells you. Read for yourself. Your freedom of being in jeopardy. They're trying to stop your freedom. See, this country was built on freedom of speech. You have a right to sing what you want to sing, whether it's good or bad. You have a right to wear what you want to wear, whether it's pretty or ugly. You have a right to go where you want to go, regardless. You understand me? If you want to buy a tape or whatever it is, you have a right to do it. You understand me? I may not like it, but I ain't got to buy it. I may not like it, I ain't got to look at it. I may not buy it, I may not listen to it, but they have a right to sing it. You understand me? You have a right to be, you got a right to worship God, you got the right to be Jewish, Catholic, a Seventh-day Adventist, a Baptist, Methodist, Pentecostal. That's your right. Can't nobody tell you what type of church you should go.
Hey you guys, it's Life of Nikki Lee podcast. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you're doing well and living your fullest every day. So that video clip that I just played was from the late Little Richard, who was on the Arsenio Hall show when he said that. And I'm telling you guys, those words will forever be embedded in my mind because he called it so early. God rest his soul. May he rest with the best. Lord knows I miss the good musicians and entertainers of the days, especially the ones who would, speak on political matters, people who were not afraid to speak out and be a mouthpiece for the public. And now in this day and time, more than ever, I just feel just compelled to draw attention to these things because we are in such a state of chaos, you all. And I see so many things taking place throughout the world. I am concerned, but I also am seeing so many people sticking up and fighting back, and it is encouraging. So, as we all know, the government shutdown is still going on, and a lot of people are pissed because you have federal workers, a lot of the essential workers, they have to still show up to work. We're talking about TSA, at the airports. These people are showing up to work and not getting paid. And recently, they've made an announcement. The Trump administration made an announcement pretty much saying, oh, yeah, and you're not getting back pay. What? That is totally against the law. My heart goes out to everyone being affected by this. This is just devastating towards a lot of people because people have to work. People have bills to pay. They need to take care of their families. And it's just very frustrating to see politicians going back and forth. And you clearly see they're getting the best health care. They're getting, they don't have to worry about bills piling up on them. They don't have to worry about, their shit getting shut off and not being able to afford groceries. They can get, transportation wherever they need to go. And here you have hardworking Americans hitting the pavement every day, not even knowing how they're going to pay their bills. And now they're affected by this government shutdown. And I'm going to tell you guys like this. This is just the start. I wish it wasn't that way, but this is just the start of many things. And it's all a part of, in my opinion, it's all a part of basically a hostile takeover by Republicans. It's just basically, saying to the left, if you don't do what we want you to do, we're going to make life hard for you and everybody else. And we don't give a damn how you feel about it. We're going to pull whatever moves we need to pull. And yeah, fuck your feelings. Now, I know y'all heard about that judge in South Carolina who he signed an order, I guess against, either the military or ICE agents not to come to their city, whatever the case may be. And that judge, his house was blown up. Yes, his house was blown up. And I cannot believe that this has gotten so... I can't believe this has become so volatile. Like, I always knew that politics was such a shitty game, but this is the worst that I've ever seen grown people act in the name of politics. Let's be clear, there's always been, battles and wars and, history where people have had, a lot of devastation and carnage going on. But to be in 2025, to be dealing with all these things happening in this country, and to turn around and you actually see so much political violence happening, and while the left is being blamed as always, we know where it's coming from. We know exactly where it's coming from. And I just have to say, you guys, my prayers are with each and every one of you. Please stay prayed up, because all this going out that you see right now, it's basically the deeds of wicked men trying to get their way. And this is what people voted for. And I hate to keep bringing up the election, but I know that there are so many people out there with regrets right now. And I've seen so many of the TikTok videos, which major changes are coming with that TikTok, but I'll save that for another day. Life is, most of us know it, is about to change. Like, everything you say and do is going to be monitored. People are buying up data companies, and you're basically going to be under surveillance for everything that you say and do. And I just want people to remember who like to sit there and say liberals did this and liberals did that. If we make it through this administration, God willing, I don't want to hear a damn thing about what Obama or Biden did. You fuckers, excuse my language, you fuckers did this. You voted for this shit. And guess what? Bills are not lowered. If anything, things have gone up. You still can't afford things. You're still struggling. Your asses still can't buy eggs. And now a lot of you getting laid off your jobs. You're losing your farms. A lot of you farmers are fucking around and finding out that he's giving money to other countries, but not the farmers here in America. Yeah, that's what you voted for. That's what you voted for. And I'm not being petty when I say this, but we told you. We told you this would happen. You didn't listen. So up yours. If you voted for this shit, up yours. And I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it as long as I can, because I am so, it just keeps reverting back to, you all voted for this because you simply just did not want a woman of color in the White House. That was too much for you. But this right here, now you're complaining. It's almost as if you didn't know any of this would happen. It's almost as if you forgot how badly this guy fucked up the first time he was in the White House. And now you you see him spewing his hatred all over the mic whenever he gets up to speak about anything. You all basically put the damn devil in the White House. And I'm telling you guys now, hatred comes at a very hefty price, which I'm sure most of you are learning from this situation. And as far as the Democrats, you know, I'm pissed at y'all too. Because after January 6, 2021, you saw what boiled over in this man's obsession with power. You saw it. Biden, I don't know what the fuck you were thinking. You had a whole 4 years. A whole 4 years, you and the Democrats, when you all did have control over the House and Senate in the past, you all could have stopped this. You all could have stopped this. When you found out this dude was a whole felon, when you found out all this stuff that he had going on, you could have stopped this man. And anyone at this point who's saying that he's effectively running the country, you're brainwashed. You're in a damn cult. You might as well just be honest with yourself, and you need to be evaluated for a damn straitjacket. I said what I said. You need to be evaluated, psychologically evaluated, because something is wrong. If you think that this is normal, if you think that this is okay, if you think, oh, he's a tough leader. No, this is wickedness wrapped up in a suit. And anyone that co-signs this, you're a liar and the truth isn't in you. Completely insane. It's October now. A year is not even up yet, but look at everything that has happened. But I don't know. I have to be honest, you guys. I was having a conversation the other day with a friend, and I couldn't help but to think to myself, I was just like, this is like being on a bad reality show, or poorly scripted movie. It's just like, what is happening right now? Are we in another dimension? Like, what in the world is going on around here? And sometimes, I try to keep myself in a chipper and happy mood, because when you just really think about how messed up this world is, and like I said, things are not just happening in America, but like all over the world, over there in Nigeria, those Christians being executed, and just so much stuff happening, what's happening over there in, Gaza. And it's so heartbreaking. All the wars that are, unnecessarily taking so many lives. These are biblical times. The Bible tells of these times, people. They really do. And my heart just goes out to everyone. And sometimes I have to turn off the news. I have to get off the phone. And I just have to remind myself to go out and touch grass. I have to just tell myself, girl, you got to take it one day at a time. And I have to disconnect from social media sometimes and the news, because it's just too much. It's just too much. I have to remind myself that I am human and I have feelings and I need to recharge. And you all have to do the same. And I know it's difficult and I know it's hard out there, but you guys, please try to stay in a good, positive headspace. If you are being affected by this government shutdown, God knows I'm praying for you. I pray that all your needs are met. I pray that you are comforted during this time, because this is a lot. So many people are going through it. And then I'm going to tell y'all something else. These people who work in customer service and food service and retail, be nice. Please be nice to these people. because a lot of these people are at work and they're going through so much. They're barely making enough to take care of their bills. The last thing they need is for you to walk in there being rude to them. You know, we need more kindness with each other more than ever now. And I just want you all to keep the faith. I know it's hard. I know it is a lot, but a positive mind is everything. And I hope and I pray that tomorrow is better for each and every one of you, my friends. This too shall pass. And I know tonight I had my little mini rant. I had to just get a few words out, you guys, because I mean, who doesn't have a little bit of frustration during these times, right? And we always feel better when we release, right? So speaking of release, I want to know how you guys feel. How are you holding up during this government shutdown? And just, tell me what you think and leave your comments down below. We will be back with another podcast this week. This is Nikki Lee signing out. I love each and every one of you. Stay well, you guys. See you on the next one. Bye.
What is wrong with you? Do you have any sense at all?
Okay.
Do you have any idea how to run an office?
Yes.
Every day you do something stupider than you did the day before. And I think there's no possible way he can top that.
Okay.
But what do? You find a way, damn it, to top it. You are a professional idiot.
Hey, stop it!